Hello. So we're going to go do our second shape of the day. So if we look here, each of these shapes looks different, but each of them you should be able to tell as a prism because none of them come to one apex point at the top. And since they're each a prism, we need to decide which shapes are parallel to one another. So if you look at my cursor, and this one, these two are parallel, the triangles. And this one, the two triangles on the sides are parallel. And on this one, these triangles are parallel. Regardless of which one you're looking at, the name of this shape is a triangular prism. And so the shape of the base is a triangle. So go ahead and get your yellow to color the triangular base. Outline the triangular base in blue. And then highlight the height of the prism in red. So go ahead and pause the video and do that right now. Okay, so if we look here, I went ahead and highlighted these. So I do want to point out a few very important things. I highlighted the triangle yellow, and I outlined the triangle in blue. Make sure you put these numbers, the 6 in the middle here. Notice there's a line. That 6 is representing the height of the base, not the height of the figure. So look where I colored red. Red is the height of the prism. That means it's the distance between the two bases. That does not necessarily mean when it's sitting down how tall it is. The height of the prism always needs to be the distance in between the two bases. So this 8 here is the distance in between the two bases. This 8 here is the distance in between the two bases. So you need to make sure that you highlight it red, this distance, and not the distance here. This 6 is only the height of the base, not of the entire prism. So, what is the formula for surface area of a triangular prism? Looking on your formula chart, you should have found it. Go ahead and write it down. Here it is. Surface area formula, notice, is the exact same because on your formula chart, they just tell you the formula for surface area of a prism. They don't tell you what type. The reason for that is that you realize what type of prism it is based on what you do to find the perimeter of the base and what you do to find the area of the base. This is why it is so important that you know what the name of the shape is when you're looking at it. So, just like last time, we're going to do the same things. We just need to make sure we're looking at our triangular base. So to find the perimeter of the base, we know it's a triangle. We highlighted it in blue. What do? Clearly, to find the perimeter, we just add up all these sides. And there should only be 3 sides. So I'm going to add 6.3. That is this distance here. And then I'm going to add another 6.3. Since I didn't specify, you can tell this is an isosceles triangular base. And then I will add 4. 4 is this distance here. So notice that I didn't add a decimal for 4, but I lined it up. Remember, when you add decimals, you must line up your decimal points. So the perimeter of the base is 16.6. Then we need the height. Just like we talked about, this height, this red height, is always, when you're doing the surface area formula, the height they're talking about is the height of the prism. So I'm plugging in 8 plus 2 times the area of the base. So we need the area of the base, that's the yellow again. So remember, anytime we're doing area of the base, the only part of the shape we pay attention to is the base itself. So I'm only paying attention to this yellow triangle. Look on your formula chart. How do you find the area of a triangle? So you should see the formula for area of a triangle is 1/2 BH. Remember, this H is talking about the height of the base, not like this H, which is talking about the height of the prism. So what is the base of the base? That is 4. The height of the base is 6. So when I rewrite this, I'm going to write 1/2 4 times 6. So remember, multiplication is commutative, meaning you can change the order and it won't change what you get. So I'm going to do 4 times 6 first. Oh, I'm just kidding. I thought I was. I didn't. Which proves that you can do it in whatever order you want. I'm going to do 1/2 of 4 first. So what is half of 4? 2. And so I put 2 times 6. I didn't rewrite half for 4 because I used those to get 2. And 2 times 6 is 12. So look at all this work we did, and we haven't even really used the formula yet. So you've got to make sure that you're working very precisely when you do this. Make sure you wrote down the formula. Make sure you plug in all the numbers where they go. Do not try to rush this. It's time consuming, but it'll be worth it if you take your time. So let's rewrite this with the numbers we just figured out. So I'm going to write surface area equals, instead of big P, I'm going to plug in the number 16.6 that I solved for, times 8, the height of the prism, plus 2 times 12, which was the number we got when we calculated the area of the base. So just like last time, we're going to follow PEMDAS. First, we are going to multiply 16.6 times 8. So go ahead and work that out. So our surface area equals 16.6 times 8 is 132.8. Plus, then I need to work out 2 times 12, which 2 times 12 gets us 24. And our last step, because the formula says so, is surface area equals 132.8 plus 24. So I add those to get 156.8 inches squared. Again, surface area is units to the second power. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you wrote down some good questions if you had any. So when you come to me right now, in small group, you have questions to ask. You're not just completely like, oh, I didn't get it, blah, 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 right? Okay, so I will see you soon.